Do it here. They'll participate.
They were like, I feel like they were like scared to answer the question when I asked. The question I have to ask is.
Go ahead. We rolling. Do it here. They'll participate.
Since when? They were
CJ,
like, I really want to know. Like they were like scared to answer the question when I asked.
Hey, are you on? Who's
the question
on?
I have to ask
is your computer on?
Am I live right now?
We rolling. Do it here. They'll participate.
I hear echo. Are we live?
Yeah, we live.
We're live.
We live. Jacob, are you on?
The question I have to ask is. Jacob, turn it
It's
off.
the speaker. It's the speaker.
Oh, it's echoing. Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But no,
what was the question?
My real question is, okay, so we all love kids TV shows, right?
Yes.
When in the world we all familiar with my guy Arthur? Sing the song. Sing the Arthur song.
Hey, it's Arthur.
No. Every day when I'm walking down the street,
I did Hey, it's Franklin. Everybody that you meet has an original point of view.
Okay. When did Arthur become
and
Jamaican?
I say,
hey, what a wonderful kind of day. Hey, what a wonder work and play and get along with each other. Wait, sorry there.
You got to listen to your heart. Listen to the beat.
When did he become Jamaican?
The rhythm of it. Arthur's ears are
He's
up
not
here.
Jamaican, bro.
Arthur's an aardvark with no nose. His ears point straight up, but he wears glasses somehow. And you're concerned about when he became Jamaican?
I was wondering, when did his lineage become Jamaican? Like, when did they decide he's Jamaican? Like, who decided that?
I don't think they decided that. I think they just said, hey, Ziggy, come over here and drop us. Like, the Arthur theme song is yet another example of a children's theme song going hard for no damn reason.
It really did go hard.
Like no reason at all for it to be.
It's a classic.
Like that good. It's up there with DuckTales.
Yes.
It's up there with Darkwing Duck. It's up there with Tailspin.
What about Dragon? You put Dragon Tales in there? Dragon Tales. Come along.
They're just singing Dragon Tales over and over.
Take my hand.
They're just singing Dragon. Like Ziggy did like an actual song.
He did drop some bars.
TLC on All That. There was no reason for the All That to be what it is.
Keenan and Kel.
Keenan and Coolio
killed that.
Fresh off of Gangster's Paradise.
Yes.
Keenan and Kel. God, I don't know if we're making theme songs like that anymore. What's up, everybody?
I really don't.
No Jessica, if you can't tell. CJ and Devin are here. We got a tremendous show for you guys lined up. We're going to take a look at the Grizzlies game last night. They hung in there for a while against the Thunder. It was all good until it wasn't, so we'll talk about that. Whitaker is going to join us in the second segment. We're going to continue the conversation about the Grizzlies. It was MLB Opening Day, so we'll talk some baseball, some Sweet 16, and we'll do some fat assery, some of the best ballpark foods this season. We got a Sweet 16 preview after Lang, and then we, of course, will end with a Music Friday. We're also going to do something fun. Jacob, if you got it, go ahead and throw it up.
So we're
going to go down to the great country of Brazil. And we're going to take a look deep underwater in their canals. We're going to be on the lookout for fish. This is the fish cam. If you see a fish, we're going to ring the doorbell to let them know, hey, open the levee so the fish can swim through so that they don't become easy prey for large fish and birds and things of that nature. I'll explain it all to you a little bit later on in the show. It's Friday. We're done after this show for us, and you'll be done after your work day, hopefully. So kick it with us. Let's have some fun. You know what we say. I don't know.
What?
I don't know.
Go Arthur. That'll work.
That'll work.
Let's face it, there's a lot of trash talk in basketball, but the great teams let their performance do the talking. Like Ford F-150 with Pro Power on board, a class-exclusive industry-first feature that turns your truck into a mobile generator and leaves the competition speechless. Ford F-150, official truck of the Grizzlies. Greatness starts here at your Mid-South Ford dealer. Class is full-size pickups under 8,500 pounds, GVWR.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, one exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season. Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Shinedown. Dance Kid Dance Tour. Live in Memphis. FedEx Forum Saturday, August 30th. With special guests, Bush and Morgan Wade. Get tickets now at livenation.com. Shinedown, live in concert. For more, visit shinedown.com.
Grizzlies fans, dunks, dimes, and no-looks are great on TV, but nothing compares to catching them IRL. And that starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight in person. From seeing your favorite Grizzlies stars up close to hearing the squeak of the sneakers on the hardwood. Put that jersey collection to use and get tickets at Ticketmaster. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside, Memphis.
We are in March, which is Women's History Month.
True.
And we were talking about how do we kick off the show? What can we talk about? And we were like, why don't we talk about women's shoes? The Sabrina one.
Okay. Can't go
good
wrong.
shoe.
That's a good shoe.
And the two, you could argue, is even better. But the one's
you can't
fine.
have the two without the one.
Yeah,
though.
in the month of February, the Sabrina 2 was the second most worn shoe in the NBA in minutes played. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
You've coached a lot of different versions of the SEC, and obviously there's never been one deeper than this. What's it like been coaching in this?
The reason for the league being so good is the commitment. Commitment to coaching, commitment to facilities, commitment to the NIL across the board. There is not anybody in our league that's not investing in all those things.
The Gary Parrish Show, live on weekdays at 10 a.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Feels great to feel the sunshine. Gotta own the day like it's all mine. Just got paid in his own time. Been working hard, I've been on the grind. I deserve this feeling, having my way. I've been on this healing. This is my day. The sun's out, let's have a little fun now. I wanna let it all out. That's what it's all about. Cause I deserve this feeling, have it my way. I deserve this healing. This is my day.
Grind City Media presents The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hurt. Live from the Grind City Media Studios on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
What's going on, everybody? Grizzlies played the Thunder. It was tough. It was tough. It wasn't for the entirety of the game, though, Devin.
No.
Like, the Grizzlies are down 3 or 4 going into half. The Thunder come out after half and just jump all over them, go on an 8-0 run. Taylor Jenkins has to take a timeout. They get up pretty sizably in the third quarter. But then the Grizzlies, at the end of the third, they had cut it down to a 3-point game going into the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
And they were right there. And then the Thunder flipped the switch. You got some threes. You got easy look off of a turnover, if I remember correctly. And the Grizzlies end up just falling to an avalanche of Thunder achievements on the offensive end in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I think the T word is the magic word, bro. The T word. I know. I think that we should banish that word for a while. The T word. The turnovers. Turnovers is the.
I'll banish the word when they stop turning the ball.
I wish
over.
they would. Like it's not even from like not even just live ball turnovers. You talk about like the ones where the Thunder forced turnovers. It was at least 4 or 5 situations last night, bro, where we really literally threw the ball out of bounds. Like just there's nobody there. There was a point Vince tried to swing to Luke in the corner. Luke cut and the ball just flew to the fifth row. So turnovers was the story last night because one thing the Thunder do better than a lot of teams in the NBA, bro, is cash in on your turnovers. They cash in turnovers better than any team in the NBA. And it looked like down the stretch, Grizz got a little loosey-goosey. Shout out Josh Pazner, got a little loosey-goosey. Whoa. Loosey-goosey with the rock, and the Thunder made him pay. I will, on the positive note, though, CJ, I know we talk about the outcome not being the one you wanted. You're playing with house money anyway, bro. You're playing against the best team in the NBA.
Oh, wait. No, you're not.
No, I'm doing the house money thing.
Okay.
Let me play my house money card.
Okay.
You're playing against the number 1 team in the NBA. You're trying to propel and get yourself to that playoff kind of the shaping to get to the playoffs, right? For me, at this point, I'm looking at our roster and thinking, like, how many of these dudes can I rock within the playoffs, right? We go down the roster, you lose Brandon Clark, you chop him out. One dude, I think, as his minutes grow, and I enjoy it, and I'm putting him in that situation as minutes grow. He's somebody that's taking advantage of every opportunity he's gotten. We talk about young guys. You get thrown out there, take advantage of opportunity. You don't take advantage of opportunity, you're going to sit next to me. One guy who is take advantage, Scottie Pippen Jr. You put him in that starting lineup, you think, okay, can he control the boat while 12's on the sideline? Bro, he is hooping right now on both ends, offensively, defensively. When you took him out of that game in the fourth quarter, it was rough. You didn't have anybody to handle the rock. We didn't have anybody to handle the rock. It got a little spooky. The ship started rocking, and that's when we sunk like the Titanic.
I'd argue with him in the game. You don't have anybody to handle the rock. Didn't he have 7 turnovers?
You gotta have
7 of the 19
somebody's
turnovers.
Somebody's got to dribble,
He
CJ.
had 7 of the 19 turnovers.
He's got to
last
dribble.
night.
Somebody's got to dribble.
Man. So if he's your best option, I get it. Play him. Absolutely. And that he's shown that he is somebody who, if that's your best option, you kind of got to go with it because there's nothing better behind you.
Exactly.
And you're allowed to have a bad game here or there. That was his first 7 turnover game in a long time. I don't think he's had one this season. But
probably since Pee Wee.
It brings me to my point. Like, they don't have another ball handler when John Morant isn't available. You would love for it to be Dez. We'll talk about his struggles some in a minute. But there's nobody out there who can make well at an elite level or at a high level for somebody else to get them easier looks at the rim. Scottie Pippen Jr. Is the best that you have right now. But even he, as good a game as he played, 10 rebounds also.
As a guard.
Did a really good job of coming over the top as the bigs were boxing out and grabbing the ball. They didn't. They lost the rebounding battle, but it wasn't atrocious, right?
No.
I think they gave up 7 offensive rebounds or something like that. So Scottie Pippen, great job rebounding, 5 steals also in the game, but they've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. Not just Scottie Pippen, but the entirety of the team. He had almost half of the turnovers though. It was 7 of the 19 was Scottie Pippen Jr. turnovers, and you're just not going to win if you're turning the ball over 19 times and then allowing the Thunder to cash in 29 points off of turnovers in that game. You're just not going to be able to beat that team doing that. Or most teams in the NBA, certainly none of the good teams in the NBA, turning the ball over like that and then allowing the easy opportunities on the other end off of the turnovers. It also isn't going to help anything when Desmond Bane is dropping 3 points and Santi's going for 10 when John Morant's not there. And it is, you look at the two of them, 2 of your best 3-point shooters, if not your 2 best 3-point shooters, going 2 for 15 from 3. That's not a recipe for success for this Grizzlies team. We talked yesterday about things that aggravated me in sports, or aggravated us, most annoying, aggravating things and frustrating thing, I think is what we called it in sports. My last pick was relay race, when the racer drops the baton. Like that irks me. I only care about it every 4 years. And so I'm still stuck in that relay race mindset. And I'm thinking about this Grizzlies team as a relay team, right? Where you've got somebody to anchor, you got the 2 in the middle, and then you got the end. All right. So when you think about it, Ja, Jaren, Dez, those 3, and then just give me somebody else. The entirety of the team is that other person. So Jaren did what he was supposed to do on his leg. Right? Jaren had a really good game.
Yeah.
Desmond, I think, dropped the baton.
He definitely dropped the baton.
I think he dropped the baton, and then everybody else on the team, I feel like they also, the collective of the others, the role players, I think they also collectively dropped the baton. It's going to be tough to win if Desmond is going to play like that.
It's really hard to go minus 30 in a game you lose by, 19? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's really hard to go minus 30. You got to play really, really bad. It felt like it was like minus 200, not minus just 30. And I think it's a conversation that needs to be had because we kind of chart these games and we see Dez be a leader on the sideline. But at this point, the last game where a big game where Dez really had a good performance was probably the New York game. And that was damn near a month ago. When you have these big moments, you think, okay, we don't have 12.
Was the New York game the 30-10-10?
I think that's the one here.
Yeah.
That's the last time we played a high-level team and you saw Dez kind of be be that guy, that $200 million guy. Other situations, other big, when you play against the Cavs or you played against, just name other teams we played against that have been competitive. The Rudy Poo teams, whatever, you can do whatever you want against them. But when you play against these high-level defenses that scheme against you, show me what you got. And lately, it's been a struggle for Dez. And like I said, I think he'll shake it, but it just always it's starting to glare up every time we play against a high-level defensive team. And I'm like, yo, what are we doing? Like, we got to halftime last night. He had taken like 3 or 4 shots. We played team the other night. He was 0 for 4. Like, there's nobody else out there. You got to shoot the rock. Like, if you're doing what you're doing on the sideline as a leader, we talk about leadership. You follow behind somebody a lot more when they're doing their thing on the court, right? If you're out there just dragging along on the court, why do I need to listen to you? Other than the fact that you're getting paid $200 million. But I think Dez will be all right. It's a tough little stretch right now, but he'll be straight.
If you say so.
It's a conversation, though, for sure.
If you say so, that argument you're making about Dez, like if you're on the court, why aren't you shooting? I have that same exact feeling about Luke Kennard. Where it is, hey, sure, you two should be the 2 players who shoot the most threes on this team. Dez shot the ball last night. I think Luke Kennard.
The thing is, they're wide open too. A lot of them were wide. A lot of them were butt naked threes. Like a lot of them at the end, he was pressing, but a lot of them were swing. It was to kind of cash in a run. But those are the ones you have to make to beat teams like the Thunder. You know what I'm saying?
Desmond Bane, 1 for 12 from the field, 1 for 9 from 3 last night.
Yeah. It was,
so Desmond shot it. Desmond missed. Desmond shot it. He's got to catch that ball and be able to score it. He can't be a shooter. He's got to be a scorer. I just need Luke Kennard to shoot the damn ball.
You just want to shoot.
Luke Kennard took 2 threes yesterday. The amount of time, the amount of games I'm watching, and it's, hey, Luke, you're coming up. Why aren't you catching the ball ready to shoot, not squaring up, looking to make a play? Your job should, in my mind, catch the ball, look to go straight up with it. You should shoot it every time you touch it if you're Luke Kennard, especially if they want to play fast and whatnot. I don't. Yeah. I'm done with the Luke Kennard as playmaker. Luke Kennard, just catch the ball and fire it, man.
Hey, you would think if you're the second leading shooter in the NBA, you would want to fire
from a percentage
standpoint, right?
Yeah,
you would want to fire the thing up even more. But sometimes it makes you think like, yo, he in his head he knows his percentage is high, so he's like, if I shoot this and I miss it, it might drop. You know what I'm saying?
I won't say way down there, but while he is one of the best percentages from 3, 3-point makes per game, way too low for him to be shooting. More. Way too low for him to be shooting the ball the way that he is from a percentage standpoint. That's something that I don't understand. Jaren had 27 last night.
He had the struggle. He had to fight to get it though. It was a struggle.
He did, and it's going to be a struggle against that team.
Yeah,
against the Oklahoma, because they are really, really good defensively, and they can throw big, tall, long people at Jaren, and he handles it fine. Go by him, finish at the rim. They can also throw people, and this is where Jaren struggles still, and it's hard when you can get somebody who's strong, who can get into you and under you the way that J-Dub can. So they'll throw him there also when they go to their lineup where J-Dub is the 4, and he'll get into Jaren, and he just won't move. Yeah. Jaren is used to playing dudes that size, and rightfully so. Jaren is tall. Jaren is solid now as well. So he's used to playing shorter players and then being able to take that dribble and kind of move them where he wants them to go. You're not doing that to J-Dub without like throwing the arm out there and then drawing the foul. And so the Thunder are uniquely built. That's why they're the best team in the West, why they've got 63 wins on the season, 62, 63 wins on the season.
It's a lot of
because they got defensive versatility and offensive firepower. We hadn't talked about SGA yet, but SGA, no 3. He only took 2 threes. So get them up out of here. 15 for 23 from 2. Would have ended with 30 points in that game if you didn't go to the free throws. He was 7 from 9 from the free throw line, so he ends with 37 points on no made threes, 15 for 25 shooting. That's incredible.
I know. I give him smut because microphone.
Don't break anything today.
Yeah, I'm just always breaking stuff. I know I make jokes all the time because I call him Canadian Genuine because he looks like an R&B singer from the '90s. But the dude can hoop, bro. It was 1 point last night, and I'm gonna bring up this other person's name after I talk about SGA, but. He got the ball on the side, bro, and hit like a step back over the backboard shot over Zach Edey. Yeah. Zach Edey's 7'5". The backboard's 12 feet. Like he made it look easy. So I know we joke about the foul thing. Also, some of the foul stuff last night was goofy, whatever. That's tomatoes. That's whatever. Peanuts. But that team is cold, bro. SGA is cold. They got stuff going over there. Their crowd is electrifying too, by the way. No pun intended. Their crowd's lit from the tip to the end. Like their crowd is into the game. Whatever. That's whatever too. But I was on the Grizzlies side. Another positive. I know I'm a positive guy. I think we figured out the Zach Edey thing a little bit, CJ. No, don't make that face.
What figured out?
I think we figured out how to make him effective. And don't look at the stat line, but I think there's situations where I think he seems more comfortable playing in spurts, like short bursts, more so than like long minute stretches. Like give me a quick 3 or 4 minute burst. Give me 3 or 4 minute quick. You come in, get rebounds, blah blah blah. Then you come sit down. I think, and they're still trying to figure that out. But I think last night, I know even though like I said, his box score didn't look amazing, but I think they're starting to slowly figure out what he can be. And I think he's a rookie, so he's still trying to figure it out. But I think the Zach Edey thing, whatever. I know you're looking at me weird. You're looking at the box score weird, but I think they're slowly trying to figure that part out. But it's the Thunder, bro. The best team in the freaking NBA.
Zach Edey is having a really good rookie season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, for what people expected from the Grizzlies this year, and maybe not this year, we recalibrated our expectations when they were in the second spot of the West for as long as they were there. They were second in the West for a really, really long time. And so unfortunately for Zach Edey, once the expectations got recalibrated, it's no longer good enough for you to be a good rookie. You have to be a good NBA player. And right now, he's fine. You see the flashes. You see the potential.
You see moments
from him, Jalen Wells. You see them from Vince Williams from time to time, even from Scottie Pippen Jr. And they are good players for their experience level.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't care about experience level come this time of the year.
Nah.
No, but you don't get extra points added to your score because you're playing 2 rookies and 3 second-year dudes, right? That's not how that works. What happens is we look at that end score, and if you lose, and you lose 4 times in a playoff series, you're up out of here.
The season's
so
done.
Zach Edey, while he's having a really good year and there's something there from a potential standpoint going down the line, right now, in my mind, he's just not quite ready, which is fine. How long is it going to take him to get ready? This team, while they are experienced, the big 3 here are Dez, Ja, Jaren. They've been here for what feels like forever. Age-wise, they're still pretty damn young.
Still very young.
Think back to what Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum had to go through, how long it took them. They were late 20s before.
We talk about on our show, like usually guys don't win a chip till you're in the 28 to 29,
27, 28,
right?
29.
You don't win you don't get to your winning stage of life until you get to 27,
and
28,
so
right?
They'll have to continue. The younger players will have to continue to grow and play. And this will be one of those like learning portions of their career. Unfortunately for Grizzlies fans, we don't got time for you to learn.
Learning.
You got to be good right now.
Yeah.
It's a championship or bust type season for those people.
Look, I think you said like the recalibration word is the kind of a good word to use for Zach, because it is one of those things where when you came into the season, your odds were the highest to win Rookie of the Year, right? Because why not put the 2-time?
They were high because of that damn summer league. People got drunk off the summer league.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why not put a 2-time Player of the Year on a team that just was a 2 seed, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously, but as you see those seasons come along, the dude's been playing basketball for 5-6 years, organized. He's still getting used to his size, the speed of the game. So then you recalibrate. You have to recalibrate. So I've recalibrated a little bit on Zach. Like I said, I think he's good in spurts. I think they finally figured out the spurt thing. J Huff also good in spurts. You just got to figure out what the spurts are with those 2 dudes, because I think they present two different kinds of bigs, right? You got J Huff, who's the floor spacer, who last night in his spurt, he made some stuff happen because he stretched the floor with the trail 3, hit a couple of those. He'll pump fake, get to the rack every now and then. Then you have Zach, who's the bruiser type, where you can throw the ball. I wish they would throw the ball to him more in the post, but whatever, cool. Dude, you can throw the ball in the post. You get a little soft hook here and there, set a hard screen. That's one thing. This summer, CJ, we gotta find somebody to work. I need a screen coach. Can we hire a screen coach? Like who can we hire just to set screens? Like bring in somebody just.
Where's Charles Oakley at?
Where's Charles? Like where's what's that dude? Tree Rollins. Is he still alive?
I think Tree is.
Tree's still with us?
I think so.
bring it. Give me Tree Rollins. Give me some Charles Oakley. Give me one of them old 90s. Just teach Zach just to be big. Just be 7'5", bro. So, like I said, recalibration, I think he'll be fine in the long run. But like you said, a lot of fans watch these games now and they're like, yo, we trying to win games now. And it's rough sometimes because you think Jaren and Dez should be enough sometimes, but situations like last night, you look around like, oh,
somebody's got to make life easier for the other people. And right now with no Ja, that person's not out there.
Exactly.
Right now, Ja's been moved. Taylor Jenkins talked to the media yesterday. Says Ja Morant is now day-to-day. I hope that he comes back for this Saturday game against the Lakers because it's going to be a big one. They're still tied at that 4-5 spot as the Lakers last night blew a 16-point fourth quarter lead. Their largest blown lead in the fourth quarter since the 96, I do believe, against the Bulls. When Ja plays, the team is 28-15. So I told y'all about that fish thing.
Hey, also, I want to throw a little nugget out there regarding the Ja thing. It's a little nugget. I'm not saying anything. I'm just going to drop a little nugget. You know what tomorrow night is?
What?
Tomorrow's Murray State night at the Grizzly game. Just going to leave that there. Leave it there. Keep going. Just a little nugget there. Tomorrow night is Murray State night. Just saying.
Told y'all about the fish thing. I said Brazil. I was wrong. I was mistaken. Netherlands, Utrecht to be exact. So here's what's going on. The city has a canal that goes through it. And you know, if you got canals, you got locks that you keep closed so the canal doesn't flood. But when boats come through, you open them up, the boats go through, right? Well, the fish were getting stuck behind the gates. They couldn't swim through. And so they're just swimming in circles, tiring themselves out, making themselves easy prey for larger fish and for birds, really wrecking the ecosystem, messing up the canal, like water, and making it more polluted and things of that nature. They swim through to spawn, and then they swim back out. So what they decided to do in the great city of Utrecht is set up the Utrecht.
Where is this located?
Netherlands.
Okay.
What they decided to do in Utrecht is, hey, we'll set up underwater cameras. We'll let everybody watch and tell us when to unlock the gates. And so there's a doorbell over there on your right. If we see a fish, we ring it. They open the gates, the fish swims through. Right now, there's no fish.
Wait, are we in charge of the doorbell?
Yeah, we can ring the doorbell right now. It'll be
ring it.
No, don't ring it. There's no fish there.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm like a very aggressive doorbell ringer. Like if you pull up to somebody's house, how do you ring the doorbell? Okay? Let's ask this question. When you pull up to somebody's crib, do you say I'm here, or do you just walk up to the door, ring the doorbell, or are you guy?
We'll answer that on the other side. Lane Whitaker's going to join us.
Hey, look at.
We touched on this earlier, the panel here, about what really has been the mainstay of the Grizzlies, and that's Jaren Jackson Jr. Trip has just been awesome.
He's posting guys up. He's stronger than he's ever been. He's physical, and he's scoring all type of ways.
Hey, Grizzlies fans, be sure to tune in to Grizz Beat, where the panel and I break down all things Grizzlies and take a look at the rest of the NBA as well. The show is live every Wednesday, 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Can't wait. It's time to get it popping. It's going to be crazy. The fans are going to be loud. We need just energy.
Yes. Back to Jared for the flush.
We're going to need, the form rocking. We're going to need, everybody in Memphis to be out there to come to support.
When the fans are good, we're good. Simple as that.
A Bane 3. Yes, sir. Desmond Bane with ice water in his veins.
We'll ride the energy together.
When it's all on the line, you turn to the strong, the stable, the unwavering, to those with a history of raising their performance to meet the moment. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st, and you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Tony was the defensive guy, but Zebo was the offensive guy. So you could speak to this. It's way worse when you're getting doubled, right?
He got triple. I had went through that for it when I was in Portland. Me on the team, he got triple. You hear me, Rose? You can't talk about those. You got to talk about triples.
He got triple team.
This man was scoring on 3 dudes.
Swing, T.A.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I never in a million years would have ever thought that John Cena's final run would be as a heel.
I love it.
I love it.
Once they saw this from The Rock.
They knew it. Everybody knew it except for Cody, which was so good.
Great camera work by
And then the
WWE.
kick. Yeah, I don't think WWE gets enough credit for the camera work and the production quality. I mean, it is incredible.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Debo traded from San Francisco to the Commanders for a 5th round pick. There's no other sport where you would get a player of his ilk for a 5th round pick.
Over under total yards for Debo. If they set it at 1,000, you think he hits that over?
Total yards?
Total yards from scrimmage, total yards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
Your mic is on, Devin.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. Can you pull it closer to your mouth because we're finna do a segment with Lane?
Oh, we are? Are we live?
Yes, we're live. Still no fish.
No fish.
We're still on the lookout for fish.
Rob Fisher?
No.
I hope he's not swimming through that
swear,
canal.
If he's swimming in the lake, we got a problem.
What would we do if we just
that's not a
saw
lake.
fish swimming through the canals of the Netherlands?
I would be worried. Well, can fish swim?
I'm assuming fish can
Yeah,
swim.
he goes to the pool on Thursday nights. I've been invited. One of his neighbors has like a pool party on Thursday nights.
Why do we never get invited to this pool party?
I've been invited.
Yeah, he's.
Why have I never been invited to the pool party?
You're not on the odds couple.
You're not on odds.
So it's an odds couple pool party.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Exclusive
Coach
club.
Carl, who we
Shout out
have.
Coach
He's
Carl.
like one of our soccer analysts.
Oh, okay.
And he lives near Fish, and he has a pool party, like a standing, I think, Thursday night pool party. I've never gone.
You should go partake in the activities. I want to know what a Thursday night pool party looks like
Yeah.
with y'all. But you think fish can swim for real?
Yeah. Rob Fisher or those fish?
No, Rob fish. We haven't
Yeah.
seen any fish yet, apparently, CJ.
I know it.
That was like some green water. Like you can tell.
That looked very
It looked like a
polluted, bro.
toilet.
Yeah.
There's a lot of algae. That's why they're doing it. Welcome back in, everybody. Jessica Benson
Oh, my
show.
bad,
She's
yeah.
not in.
Hey, guys.
CJ, Devin, Lang has come in. So that's why they're doing it. It's not the fish help clean the water out.
Okay.
So if there's a fish shortage, the water can get kind of murky and way too murky. And so this is the part. We're helping the ecological system out in that random canal in the Netherlands. So that's why we're on the lookout for the
I didn't
fish.
listen to that part in science class. My bad.
Yeah.
I skipped that part.
Why do we
I
have?
don't
Why do
know.
we have to watch that? Part
I skipped that
Just to be
day.
helpful.
You know, we're trying to help out our
we
fellow
don't have
countries.
To. Like you didn't have. You don't. It's not like it's assigned to you. It's not our country either.
Yeah.
Right. This them over there in.
I like the Dutch,
Europe,
though.
where
I like the Dutch.
You think the NBA is going to expand over there? Adam
I was
Silver
saying-
is saying that
I
they're
just read
trying
that
to
article,
expand.
Yeah, that they said there's going to be 18 teams.
Okay, before we start expanding, Mr. Adam Silver.
Yeah,
Can
it's not
we,
really it's not really the expansion though.
Just like over that, can we like worry about teams scoring 162 points in the NBA
It's
game?
like a different league. They want to start a different league over there. I guess it would be sort of like the G League. I mean, it's like a minor league to the NBA. And they want to have. It said, I think it was 18 teams, 14 of them permanent teams, and then 4 other ones. But like, you know, London, Paris, all these places would have a team. The problem now is that all those places have teams.
They do.
So I assume this is to compete with, you know, all those teams, or else maybe those teams buy into this thing. I don't know how it
the
works.
most American thing, and we're gonna go take over y'all's teams. But no, before we go over there, worry about our other teams. Can we worry about the Pacers scoring 162 points in the regulation game and on a Thursday night in the NBA? Like, can we worry about the teams here first, or the one up there in Canada before we start expanding?
No, we got to make money, and you make money by expanding.
Like,
you go where the money is.
That's it.
I need us to worry about the teams here. The teams here have problems. Teams here tank.
You mean Memphis?
No, I'm talking about in America, bro,
You're saying
and Canada.
here, yeah.
And Canada. That team up there sucks too. They
There's only
tank
one
too.
team there.
That's true, but we got to worry about our land first.
Should we
before
talk
worry
about
other people's
Arkansas
lands.
blowing the game last night? Like, there was some of those.
We've seen that before,
I
Lane.
watched the NCAA games, and there were some teams I would worry about in there. I've got Alabama winning it all. I still felt pretty good about them, but I think Duke looked pretty awesome last night.
I mean, that's why I wore this jersey today. If anybody didn't notice, I wore the Carmelo Anthony Syracuse jersey because last night I saw somebody on a basketball court, shout out Cooper Flagg, do things as a freshman we have not seen since Carmelo Anthony.
I saw you tweeting about him. You know, I was talking to a retired NBA player who, like, knows a lot of stuff.
Who was it?
And he said that Cooper Flagg to him, we were trying to, like, come up with a comp for him, and
Yeah.
he was like, he goes, you know, people are going to compare him to, like, you know, the previous number one picks the last few years, and there's been all that talk about how he dominated USA basketball. He was like, you know, I think like his best comparison might be like a better Andre Kirilenko.
I like that.
Like a guy who can score, pass, rebound. Like he might, you know, Kirilenko used to get the 5x5s, like the 5 steals, rebounds, assists, whatever. Like
steals, yeah.
Like Cooper Flagg might be able to kind of give you across the board. Maybe he's not like going to give you 30 points a game, but he might give you 19, 9 rebounds, 8 assists, 4 steals, a couple blocks. You know, like I think that's kind of maybe that's how we should think of him in the NBA as opposed to thinking of him as.
I watched him last night, and I was thinking some of what Tayshaun Prince did at Kentucky. I don't know if it was because they're both long, really athletic players. Flagg ended the night with 30 points, 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 blocks. There was a play late in that game where shot clock is running down. You put the ball in Cooper Flagg's hands. He gets by his guy. He comes to a backwards jump stop, back facing the rim. So you do that, and that lets me know, oh, okay, this guy has some sense of understanding what fundamentals are. You come to that backwards jump stop, you can go over the left shoulder or you can go over the right shoulder because you can use either pivot foot. He decides to go to the left shoulder. The dude in the corner decides to gamble and come get the ball. Try and get the deflection, get the steal. Flagg slightly moves the ball. He senses them coming and says, nope, I still have it. That dude just whiffs. He olays him like a bullfighter. He going the other way. Flagg turns over the shoulder. He's got a dude in the corner who he can hit. He can go up with it with his right hand. What he decides to do, because the weak side defender on the block comes over to help on the hook, he throws a beautiful lob. And it's just like some of those things are instinctive. Some of those are the way that he's been coached throughout his career. Either way it goes, that is really high-level stuff that he's able to do. Cooper Flagg kept Duke from falling apart because Caleb Love was doing everything he could to ruin Duke one more time. If Caleb Love had eliminated Duke from this tournament, they should have retired his jersey in North Carolina immediately.
In the state. At the state capitol.
Here's your jersey.
Yes.
Here it is. You are now king of North Carolina because you've been the bugaboo to Duke. Caleb, you beat Coach K in his last home game. You beat Coach K in his last game ever, and the first time that Duke, North Carolina ever played in the NCAA tournament. You had a big game in that Final Four matchup. And on your way out for Arizona, you gonna do it again? That would have been incredible.
And you took Buddy's girlfriend in the process. Shout out RJ Davis. I know you saw that story, but no, just the Cooper Flagg thing is different because it's like for me, people. I saw him play the beginning of the season when that first Madison Square Garden when it was like the launch of Cooper Flagg. He turned the ball over 2 times in a row in 2 straight games. Yeah. To watch him 6 months later, bro, in the NCAA tournament, like you brought up that play where he felt the defender, blah blah blah. He went full court, defender riding, pause, throw a lob to the big man. The next possession, split the double team, find the weak side corner. The next possession, get the ball in the mid post, throw like all that stuff like that. That was the things 6 months ago he couldn't do. And you could tell the progression as the time goes. The dude is a sponge, bro. And I wanted to put smut on his name so bad.
So bad.
But
you
want to hate that
it's
white
like
dude.
player.
Why is this white dude so cold?
I love him now.
Bro, I tweeted last night.
I love him.
I love watching Cooper Flagg play basketball. It's not just scoring.
He's in the long tradition of Duke players who they cannot show their parents enough during the games. like going back to, remember Christian Leitner's mom? They used to show her constantly when I was a kid, and she had like a problem with her eyes, and she had to stand right in front of the TV and watch the games. They used to show her constantly. Like, he's the latest, one to have these parents they can't stop showing. Also, I found out he has a twin brother. Did you know this?
Ace.
Who's not that good at basketball.
He played.
Who's still in high school.
Yeah, he's about to go to Maine.
Because Cooper skipped a year.
Yeah, he's about to get. That's another thing too. Think about this, bro. The dude's supposed to be in high school right now, and he's on the highest stage of college basketball, but doing the things he's doing. That's where I'm
improving,
I'm trying to hate so bad, but I
feel
can't.
like there's a lot of these college players, you see them right now, especially they're so focused on NIL and transfer portal and all this stuff. And then there's some guys who just get better and actually, like, I texted you during the NCAA tournament, Dane Danger is a guy who at the start of the season, he was all right. And by the time the tournament came around, man, that guy was awesome. He's a guy who I was like, this is sort of what we all thought James Wiseman was going to be, right? Like this guy who could score on the interior and pass, do all these different things. I feel like that's sort of in that Cooper Flagg mold, maybe not as on a big a stage as Cooper Flagg, but he got so much better this year. And some of these college guys, like Chad Baker-Mazara on Auburn.
That's a 35-year-old, right?
25.
Yeah,
he's 25. He's been around forever. And he's going to make, a couple $1 million probably playing college basketball. I don't know if he makes it in the NBA or not. Even this year, like Cooper Flagg, the two guys who are like in the running for College Player of the Year, Cooper Flagg and Janai Broome, who I saw yesterday was like a mid-second round draft pick projection.
Yeah, he's old.
So the two best players in college, one of them is going to be the first pick in the draft. One might not get drafted. There's a pretty big variance there in the NCAA among all these players. And I think if you can get better in the middle of all this craziness, maybe college works for you.
Can we ask a question? We gotta ask, is this the most likable Duke team we've had in a long time? Like, because I feel like the Duke
is there another team you've ever liked? Maybe
the Duke
people
brand is like
Zion,
hateable.
Zion and Barrett.
I feel like
team.
I also hated that team though.
Okay, because I did also. I think this is the only likable Duke team. You got the nipple running around.
That's what I'm saying. You got Zion James out there. You got the big goofy
Cooper. They don't have that kind of hateable point guard a lot of those Duke teams had.
Like Greg Paulson
or Paulson or Wojo or Hurley.
Jay Williams.
Yeah, Jay Williams.
Definitely hateable guy.
But there's been a lot of those kind of point guards that were sort of like the tip of the spear for those Duke teams. You would see those guys be like, all right. And then Coach K was always there.
Yeah.
And everyone,
he looks like the logo.
I mean, John Shire was one of the guys you hated when he played there. And now he's the coach, and now you're kind of like, all right, whatever.
It's like, why can I hate this team, bro? Why can I hate Duke? Like what?
They hadn't done anything to be hateable. Those
we
other
Duke we need somebody to trip somebody.
Were schmarmy. Go full Grayson Allen. Like that's like
they don't have a villain.
They're a schmarmy one because that's what makes a Duke villain is the arrogance, the I'm better than you that comes with it. I remember Williams beating the hell out of somebody, like 10 seconds left, and he's just taunting him with the ball in his face, gets cross-checking to the table, rightfully so, and he's like, what? Why would you do that? It's because you're being an asshole. Alabama, you brought up Alabama, Lang. Yeah. They handled BYU. If Alabama didn't score any 2-point field goals, they still would have beat BYU. And BYU put up 88. Yeah, Alabama would have won that game 93-88. And that's just off of threes and free throws. 75 points off of threes. So they made 25 threes and what's that? 18, 17 free throws, something like that. Mark Sears, Rosemath, shout out. Mark Sears ended up with 10 made threes in that game, 34 points. One of those top-notch Sweet 16 performances. Why do you like Alabama so much, man?
Because they can score so many points.
Yeah.
And against, they got to play Duke now, right? Like against a Duke team that hangs their hat on defense and a school that has hung their hat on defense forever. Like you got to be able to get some points up. I like Sears a lot. I like the other guards. I love Youngblood, who plays for Alabama.
Shout out. That's a great jersey, by the way.
Yeah, I like him. Grant Nelson actually looks like he's coming around. He was hurt in the SEC tournament, but he looks like he's better. And they've got enough wing guys that they can kind of throw at you, I think, to slow people down. Like, I just don't know. Duke has looked almost unbeatable the last week, I guess, since Cooper Flagg came back. So I think like this is going to be an unbelievable game. I like Alabama a lot.
You say unbeatable, bro. Like if Alabama hits 31 threes, 31 trays,
25 last night,
35 trays. Like
25.
I know it's
25.
It was a record in the tournament, but I think this is the thing they've been doing all season. It's like trade up type basketball. If they hit X amount of threes, you have no chance against Alabama.
They scored
no chance.
120 last night, but in the first round, they scored 80 in the first game and 90 in the second game. Like they score a ton of points for a college team.
And that's basketball I love to see because usually like they had I tweeted about it. They had 35 points at the 10-minute mark.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
What?
You love seeing college basketball teams score 120 points, but you're like, we can't expand the NBA because there's a team in Indianapolis that dropped 160.
Because they're tanking, bro. The other team is tanking, CJ.
So it's the tanking you have a problem with, not the.
I don't care about the points.
Okay.
I like scoring because that tells me you have high level skill. But with the other team just not playing defense, because BYU was trying. They tried to the game plan was, all right, we're gonna stop him from driving. It was okay. You want to stop him from driving? Pop. It was like pop a shot. So it was high level. So if it's high level basketball going on, I'm okay with it. If the other team's just standing there like, hey, you can just shoot.
What about when we scored 150 something against the Thunder a couple of years ago?
We broke a franchise
while they
record.
were tanking.
Yeah, screw them.
And if the tanking works, though,
F them. That you have a Thunder in your jersey. F you. You deserve that because now they've beaten us 9 straight times since then. So thanks, Lane.
Nate Oates
Appreciate you.
Nate Oates got to Alabama in 2019.
Yep.
Since he took over, 4 Sweet 16s, 2 Elite 8s, a Final Four, maybe a second Final Four coming, 2 SEC regular season titles and 2 SEC tournament titles as well. Alabama, a program where my entire life up until now, Alabama basketball had not mattered. Right? Like men's basketball at Alabama has not mattered. And he's taken that program to heights that I don't think they would have expected. So shout out to Nate Oates and Alabama. Lane, you sat down and immediately brought up the fact that Arkansas blew a 16-point lead to Texas Tech, losing in overtime, man. Incredible game to sit down and watch. We were watching some of the highlights, Jacob and I were, right before the show. He was trying to figure out where exactly it all went wrong.
Yeah. I watched the whole game. I was laying in bed, kind of fighting off sleep, and every time I'd start to drift off, Ian Eagle would start screaming, or whoever was the play-by-play. Oh, it was Kevin Harlan.
Kevin. Just a quick pause. Kevin Harlan's incredible.
Yeah.
I love watching games when he's on it.
He's goated.
I didn't like Kevin Harlan when he was younger because I felt like he was fake. I thought like he was like it was all fake enthusiasm.
That's the way I felt about Mike Davis.
But the more I've seen from Kevin Harlan, like over the years, like that's just how he is. Like that's who he is, and that. But yeah, last night's game. I mean, the Arkansas jumped out to a big lead at the start of the game, held that lead the whole time, and then with 8 minutes to go. All of a sudden, Texas Tech couldn't miss, and they were and that Toppin guy was scoring every time down, and they managed to send it to overtime. And then Arkansas, they couldn't score in the half court, and Texas Tech got the win.
Let's have a conversation about this. And we all watch a lot of basketball, all three of us.
Yeah.
And this is one thing that Arkansas did last night that I hate more than probably a lot of things in the world, CJ. And we see teams do this. When they get a lead, you know what they do?
Sit on the ball.
They sit on the damn ball.
No.
And I hate, and when I saw Arkansas start to sit on the ball, I was like, yep, this is finna go the wrong way real quick. You waste the shot clock. You think you're getting good shots in the shot clock, clank, they come down, hit a 3. You take a bad shot, they come down, hit another 3. Now, timeout. You come out of the timeout, you know Coach Cal ain't running no sets. Don't run a set, get a bad shot, they come out, hit it. It was one of those things where you could see it kind of ballooning because Coach Cal literally probably was like, yo, all right, it's an 8-minute mark. We're up 15. Let's just 4-corner this way out. And you cannot 4-corner your way out of an NCAA tournament game.
You should have been able to, because you're up 6 under a minute and a half. You should be able to win that game. What really did Arkansas in, they were getting stops. Texas Tech didn't play a good offensive game. They were 25% once again from 3. I'm pretty sure they're 25% from 3 for the entirety of the tournament.
Do you have points in the paint?
If you're giving up, I'll find it. If you're giving up,
I got you.
if you're giving up second chance opportunities, it doesn't matter if the team isn't shooting a high enough percentage. They'll eventually get a bucket to fall if you've got 50. If you've got 6, 7 chances at the shot. What's Frederico on one possession.
That's one of the great names ever.
Shout out Frederico. I know Frederico. He live in Raleigh. I know him.
And
Frederico.
I know him. I know Frederico.
We all know Frederico now.
Yeah.
Frederico on one possession had 6 offensive.
That's my homie.
Had 6 offensive rebounds. And at that point, it's like, what are you doing, Arkansas? That length really bothered Toppin. It really bothered Williams as well for Texas Tech. But all of that was for naught because Arkansas simply could not grab a rebound. And all Texas Tech decided to do down the stretch, give Williams the ball, let him make something happen.
Yeah.
Also, they made maybe 5-6 3-pointers in that game.
Yeah.
I think they all came with like 5 minutes left in the second half and in overtime.
That's what I'm saying. Like they came down the stretch, and then one of the things too, people talk about a lot, is Coach Cal doing Coach Cal things. Where it's like I said, you sit on the ball down the stretch, and then you have the ball up 3, and you let somebody just dribble around and take a tray ball. And there's some people who say, "Oh, there was 8 seconds left. You can't foul that early." If I have PTSD, you know what I'm doing? If I'm a coach in that moment, you got to foul. Another moment I think where Coach Cal really messed up, and I saw you watch it. You said let him hoop. When Toppin or Williams hit that shot, right? CJ at the hook.
Yeah.
And you give it to DJ, and you say DJ go win the game. When you see him dribble and he gets frantic, and the whole team looks frantic, you gotta take a timeout. Because if you watch that clip, bro, the entire team looked like they didn't know. They were like, oh crap, oh no, he's finna shoot this. Oh no, he's finna shoot this. Then he shoots it and the game's over. Like as a coach, you come on, Kyle. Come on, if you see your players get a little friendly, you got to take a timeout and get them settled down. But Coach Cal doing Coach Cal things. I thought they were going to win the game because I thought they had enough athletes, enough like just raw skill to win the game.
They have enough. They have a ton of length.
They were also hot. Like they came in, having won a couple games and played well in the SEC tournament and all that stuff. Like, but they were a 10 seed. Like there weren't a lot. They were playing against a 3 seed. Texas Tech, I think, kind of like was under the radar a little bit. But no one was talking about them at all, and everyone was talking about Cal and Patino and all that stuff. So Texas Tech, man, they look good last night.
Not much to say about Florida. They ran through Maryland. They beat the hell out of Maryland so bad they put their equipment manager in to get him a bucket.
I told you guys yesterday on the odds couple. I was like, this is the bet because Maryland's coach has been out here talking about leaving and all this other stuff for the last week. I was like, there's no way they're going to come out.
That athletic department is in real turmoil. Yeah. He's doing stuff like that in part. There's no athletic director at Maryland. So
they have an athletic director.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Damon Evans is still there, but he's got like a foot out the door.
I thought he was gone.
Well, the coach said he was leaving.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's
press
gone.
conference.
He
but,
knows.
but it's not official. The coach just came out and said it.
I'm pretty sure he knows.
And then the coach has been talking about going to Villanova all week. Yeah. And they asked him about it after the game last night, and he was like, I don't know what's happening. I haven't talked to my wife. I haven't talked to my agent.
Right.
But, we'll see. Maybe I'm going.
When we look at today's games, anything pique your curiosity?
Today's games.
The Braves start at 6.
What? We hadn't even talked about baseball yet, Lane.
Why not? It was the opening day yesterday.
Because y'all spent so much time talking about the Final Four.
Kentucky, Tennessee, I think intrigues me because that's the SEC matchup. Michigan State, Ole Miss. Respectfully, I love you, Jaron. I love you, Xavier Tillman. I love you, all y'all former Sparties, but I cannot watch them play basketball, respectfully. And another one I'm looking forward to is the Houston-Purdue game. I want to see if it's going to be a rock fight. It's going to be a battle on defense, but I want to see Houston. I love watching. It's a weird thing. I said I love scoring, but there's this weird piece of me, this weird part of me that loves watching Houston play basketball. Because I feel like they're fighting like Rince do tomorrow. They play like Rince do tonight. That's the way they play basketball. So I want to watch them play. Those are the Michigan-Auburn thing. I think Auburn's going to beat them by double digits.
One thing about Ole Miss, the Ole Miss game is I said it on this show I think last week. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those kind of mid-tier SEC teams makes a run in this tournament. First of all, there's so many of them that you figure one team's going to make it. But an Ole Miss, a Texas A&M, a Georgia, one of those kind of teams that was in the middle of the SEC all year was going to have a nice slate of games and get hot at the right time, and that's kind of been Ole Miss. They've been the one, and they could win this game today. Michigan State doesn't score a lot of points.
Nah.
Ole Miss could outscore them if Padula gets going. I think they have a good shot of making it to the Elite Eight, which is no one saw that coming.
Oh, we got motion.
Let's see. I don't see.
We got
anything
motion in the ocean, bro.
That giant,
it's the Loch Ness
dark
Monster.
green spot. Lang, are you free to stay for a second?
Yeah.
Open the door.
I don't think it's a fish there. We saw one fish early this morning. We're gonna keep looking.
Where's
that's a leaf. That's a leaf. Oh no. We're gonna talk some MLB after the break, and we're also gonna do a fun little quiz. Lang's gonna stick around next on the Jessica Benson Show.
Wheels through the lane, now spins back. Ja hangs, puts it in! Oh, what a shot by Morant in the clutch! So hot. Oh, Jaron said no! play, comes up with a monster block.
Grammy, Academy, and Golden Globe award-winning superstar Mary J. Blige, live in Memphis. The For My Fans Tour, live at FedEx Forum Saturday, April 19th, with special guests Neo and Mario. Get tickets now at livenation.com. The iconic Mary J. Blige for one night only.
Sonic Radio. Welcome back to Sonic RNDIO. That spells radio with me, the CIO. This just in, the new Sonic $1.99 menu lets you build a crave-worthy meal for just $1.99 an item. Whether that's a creamy shake, crispy tots, or a quarter-pound double cheeseburger. This just out. Ostriches. They're mean, not very cute, and in my opinion, way too big for a bird. Don't miss the Sonic Fun 99 menu. 5 items, always $1.99. Live free, eat Sonic.
Tax not included. See menu for details.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing compares to catching your Grizzlies IRL. And that all starts with buying tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Ticketmaster gets you to the game so you can catch every highlight. Put that jersey collection to use for the next game and get Grizzlies tickets at Ticketmaster. Whether they're here at FedEx Forum or on the road, Ticketmaster's got your back when it comes to scoring tickets. And there's no better brag than saying you saw it live.
We are in March, which is Women's History Month.
True.
And we were talking about how do we kick off the show? What can we talk about? And we were like, why don't we talk about women's shoes? The Sabrina one. Okay.
Can't go wrong.
Right?
That's a good shoe.
And the two, you could argue, is even better. But the one's
you can't
fine.
have the two without the one.
Yeah.
Though.
In the month of February, the Sabrina 2 was the second most worn shoe in the NBA in minutes played. The Sneak Fest Show, live Tuesdays at 2 p.m. on Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Debo traded from San Francisco to the Commanders for a 5th-round pick. There's no other sport where you would get a player of his ilk for a 5th-round pick.
Over under total yards for Debo. If they set it at 1,000, you think he hits that over?
Total yards?
Total yards from scrimmage. Total yards.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
The Odds Couple, live at 2 p.m. on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
We had big classic news from the Southern Heritage Classic last week when it was announced Arkansas Pine Bluff and Alcorn State will be the 2 classic participants.
Being a part of the classic is a big deal. It's the 3rd year for UAPB and the 1st year for Alcorn. So I'm just glad we were able to get it done.
Get all of your HBCU sports and culture news by tuning in to HBCU Huddle with CJ Hurt and Mike Wallace. New episodes drop every Thursday on grindcitymedia.com, YouTube, and Spotify. Still no fish. Welcome back. Jessica Benson Show. We're on the lookout for fish. Lang, it was MLB Opening Day.
That's right.
Yesterday.
Game.
How
America's
was it?
Pastime. Oh, it was terrific.
Was it?
Yeah, it was great.
Well, tell me your favorite part about MLB Opening Day.
I can tell you what my favorite part was. How about we start my least favorite part?
Oh, no.
The Braves had a 1-run lead going into the late innings, and our manager put in our worst relief pitcher. He blew the game.
In game 1?
Yeah, game 1. And so on Twitter, you guys know how Grizzlies fans are when the Grizzlies lose a game on social media. Baseball's even worse, which is crazy because you play twice as many baseball games in a season as you do in an NBA season. 162 games.
Crashing out of over 1 out of 152 is crazy.
Yeah, well, 62.
62. That's crazy.
So the Braves lost game 1, which sucked. But my favorite part, as a Braves fan, I'm also a Mets hater.
Okay.
And the Mets were down to 9th inning, and they got their $765 million man, Juan Soto, up to bat. 2 guys on base, and he strikes out, loses the game.
So you
Mets
enjoyed
lose.
that.
Oh,
I think
was
my
great.
favorite part about opening day is probably like me and CJ talked about before the show is like the different foods that debut.
Yeah.
Like they put so many big back foods on these like websites of like debuting at opening day at so and so. I saw one at San Diego. They had like the peach pudding, the pudding in the hat. You know what I'm saying?
There was a fake one going around. Did you see?
It was fake?
No, there was a different one. Somebody AI generated it, and it was 12 hot dogs for $12. And it was not real.
It wasn't real? No. Well, he got a quiz. What's happening?
We got a quiz. Pop quiz time, y'all.
Oh, it's 76 answers on this.
Pop
bro.
quiz.
Yeah, this is too many.
We're going
Oh,
Final Four teams since 2005.
George Mason.
So do we need to say team and year, or can we just start saying teams? Just say the team. All right, Devin says George Mason. Duke.
Syracuse.
North Carolina.
Michigan State.
Michigan.
Memphis.
Oh, yeah, Memphis is in there.
Yeah. No, we're not going to say Georgia.
Nope.
Arizona.
But Kentucky should be on there.
Kentucky's going to be there a lot. Arizona hasn't made the Final Four?
Virginia.
San Diego
State.
Yeah. Where Kawhi went.
Where Kawhi went.
Let's see.
All right.
Who's Florida Gulf Coast or whatever? One of those.
Florida. Butler did.
Virginia.
We said Virginia, didn't we?
Oh, we did?
I did, but Jacob didn't hear. So there is a food item at the Rangers ballpark. The broomstick burrito. 2 foot long burrito. 2 feet of goodness in your mouth.
Whoa, we don't need that.
You're not trying to take. Look at this. You don't want to fit that in there.
That gives you that's big bag. That's real big bag.
I'm sure you're gonna split it, Devin. You're not gonna have to eat the whole 2 feet,
bro. Bro, it's Texas, bro. It's hot outside. You want to eat that taco meat with the nacho cheese with the pico de gallo?
The first line says 24-inch. The second line says 26-inch.
Oh,
the tortilla is 26 inch. The burrito is
tortilla.
Okay. Hey, wait. Can we go back to that? Because we gotta talk about this. Can you imagine? Okay, it's beef.
Why is it called a broomstick?
Nacho cheese, pico de gallo, sour cream. Texas is hot outside.
But you're in the Rangers indoors?
No, bro.
The Rangers are indoors.
No, the ballpark at Arlington's not in. That's where they play.
Can you imagine having the bubble guts after eating this thing, bro?
Yeah.
You're just sitting there.
But they play all night games because it's so hot during the day.
CJ, you taking a dump at the Houston ballpark or no?
You're not at Houston. Where's the Rangers at?
Houston's different. Dallas.
My bad.
I bet they got good bathrooms. I'm gonna say yeah. And I bring my own toilet paper and wipes. So yes.
I bet that's not at the concession stand.
Bro,
that's got to be in like the VIP seating area because it's got the little sign on it. You guys know how here like in the VIP seating you get little signs on the food.
Yeah.
I don't think they're selling that at the concession stand.
That's bubble gut.
Illinois.
All right, go back.
Illinois.
Kansas.
Good job, Devin.
Indiana.
Gonzaga.
There we go.
Gonzaga, my bad. Gonzaga.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe make sure I say that right. Gonzaga.
You're still saying
Houston.
it wrong.
No, Gonzaga is how you say it, right?
Then the Zags, Gonzaga.
Alabama.
It's Gonzaga.
It's Gonzaga. You're making. He told you how to say it, and you're still saying it wrong.
Alabama. Who else?
stuff.
Alabama. What other SEC teams?
Let's see. We got VCU. They made one, right? With Shaka and them.
Yeah.
Villanova.
Tennessee. Have they been in one?
No.
I don't think Tennessee's been to one.
No.
I'm throwing out.
There we go. Yeah.
The other food item that
Poverty
I saw,
University.
the land of 1,000 calories from the St. Paul Saints, 6-foot dog, pulled pork, cheddar cheese, jalapenos, and jalapeno poppers.
That's a blowout.
Fried onions on top. $130 is supposed to serve 10 to 13. Devin, you don't have to eat the whole thing.
That's a blowout waiting to happen, CJ.
But it's in St. Paul. It's not that hot in St. Paul.
Yeah.
But that's
a minor league team making that thing.
Bro, just imagine, bro, sitting at a minor league stadium.
Where do you get
a bubble guts, bro?
A hot dog that long? It says a giant beef hot dog.
And you got to find 10 friends to share that with.
Yeah.
At least.
Because we know got one. There's one. We talked about this, CJ. There's at least one big back in the group that wants more than just a little half. So we got. That's a lot of.
It's brisket on there also.
Yeah, bro.
It's pulled pork.
Oh, pulled pork. Excuse me, pulled
That
pork.
is
I thought those were tater tots lining the thing, but I think it's fried jalapeno.
Those jalapeno poppers. Yeah, that's bubble guts.
Listen, if you get 13 of your friends, that's about a foot a friend. Everybody put a foot in their mouth.
Oh, not the foot in the mouth. I'm gonna let you.
How about this one from the Brewers?
Okay.
The enchilada hot dog.
Okay, I can rock with that.
Smoking Gouda burger.
Okay, I like that too.
Buffalo chicken mac and cheese.
Ooh.
The chicken cordon bleu sandwich, and the bases loaded hot dog.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing I want to talk about with baseball season. This food looks amazing.
Oregon,
yes.
You know,
Oregon.
as
Davison.
Yep.
Yeah.
As someone who
Davison didn't.
They
didn't make the Final Four?
They didn't make it. Didn't they make it with Steph Curry?
I think they got to the Elite 8 with Steph.
Dang it.
I thought it was like, didn't Florida Gulf Coast or somebody like that make it?
They already tried that.
No, he just wrote Florida. I thought it was somebody like that, or not Grand Canyon, but somebody like that.
Who won last year?
Who won the tournament?
Yeah.
Wasn't
I don't remember. Oh, UConn.
There we go.
They went back to back.
There we go. Now we're there.
There we go.
As someone who recently left the hospital and I'm trying to eat more healthily though, like watching these ballpark foods is not very encouraging. It's hard to like find something relatively healthy at games to eat dinner, and we're 41 of them a year, so. But I like watching that stuff. I'm like, all right, I guess I would just have to eat popcorn.
Yeah, you eat popcorn, bro. You eat nuts, bro.
Lang wouldn't be one of the ones we called to fit the glizzy in his mouth.
Yeah, no glizzy in the mouth.
fine.
UCLA, good one, Devin.
Shout out to the Blue Blood.
Did USC make one?
No.
Maybe with Taj getting on.
UCLA is in there.
Yeah,
what about Washington? They make
basketball?
one? Yeah.
They've had pros, but they suck as a team.
Arizona.
Zona. Good job, Lane.
I thought I said them already.
Nope, they didn't make one.
They haven't made one in that long?
No.
Let's see. Who we missing?
So I guess what's that? 96 was their championship, and the last time they got to the Final Four?
FAU.
There you
go.
There it is.
That's why I was saying Florida Gulf Coast.
Who
What
finished,
about
Jacob is screaming at me. Who finished second last year?
Who UConn beat?
Purdue.
Yeah,
there we go.
Shout out
Good
Zach
job.
Edey and them boys.
Good job.
I don't know who else is in the Final Four with them in Alabama though. I thought it was like a minor team. It was like
it wasn't who was it? Man, this is a struggle.
Who's
Butler? Is Butler on here anywhere?
I think we had them.
We already did Butler.
I had Butler. What's this?
Who was
going on?
somebody?
Indiana.
Jacob is screaming. Who was underdog last year? Lang, what else did you like from the opening day of baseball?
The Yankees players can have beards now. Do you know about that? You
Yeah.
know they
We
forever.
talked-
they forbid them from beards.
Speaking
Now
of
they have
Yankees,
beards. Yankees won
you want
yesterday.
you want the tiramisu helmet with tiramisu in the helmet made with espresso what is
mascarpone.
that? There we go, cream.
There you go.
Is that ladyfinger cookies?
Ladyfinger cookies.
I love
CJ.
ladyfingers.
Me
and
too.
cocoa powder.
I love ladyfingers.
That's what tiramisu is. Ladyfingers with like espresso poured on top and then cream on the top of
Bro,
that.
I think more things in life should come in like baseball caps.
Ohio State. Because they got there with Odin and Conley.
Yeah.
Yep.
We did
We said
Florida. They were
Michigan
in there.
State, Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin. Shout out T-Pain. Is Wisconsin on there? NC State.
Oh, good job, Devin. Wisconsin should be on
Wisconsin, NC State.
there. Miami got to one, didn't they?
Yes,
NC
they
State was
did.
there last year. That's right. Then the coach
Yeah.
got fired this year.
Yeah, that was the underdog from last year.
Yeah.
Jacob wanted us to get.
Auburn.
How about LSU?
Hey, we're almost at the over under, which is 68.
Nailed it. We nailed LSU.
Oh, we're almost there. We got 11
Good job.
more.
Good job, man.
Let's see.
So who do you like this season in
St.
in
John's?
baseball?
Have they been
No,
in
St.
one?
John's has not been.
No, I
St.
ain't been there.
John's.
St. John just got good.
In
Like
Seton Hall.
6
Seton
months
Hall.
ago. 6 months ago.
Seton Hall. Who's your favorite to win it all this year, Lane?
Rutgers.
No, not Rutgers. Don't put Rutgers in
Don't
there.
put Rutgers
In
Don't-
baseball?
Don't besmirch it.
Yes, in
I'm just
baseball.
throwing out colleges.
Yeah, in baseball.
In baseball, I mean, you got to go Dodgers. I don't want to. I hope they don't win
Outside
it.
of the Dodgers.
The
Because the
Braves have
Dodgers
the
are running
second-
away with
The
this.
Braves have the second best stats. Fred VanVleet. Who did he play for?
He played for Wichita State.
Good job. Jacob typed that in
Wichita
there. Help us
State.
out. But so outside of the Dodgers, who have the best odds? We talked
The
about it on
Braves are the
yesterday's.
best. I mean, the Braves in the National League, the Braves and the Mets have the two best odds.
Okay.
AL, I guess you got to go Yankees. The Red Sox are pretty good this year.
What about the Orioles?
Yeah, they're good. And what's his name hit a home run for them yesterday?
Gunnar?
Rushman. No, I think
Okay.
Adley Rushman hit a home run.
Has Georgetown made it recently?
Maybe.
In the last, 20 years?
No. Oh, yeah.
There it is,
That's
2007.
the Jeff Green year. Jeff Green and the Roy Hibbert year.
Yeah.
Did we get Maryland in there?
Maryland, shout out Steve Blake and them boys.
Steve Francis.
Pittsburgh.
Pitt.
Didn't they make it with a dude with no ACLs or whatever?
Yes, DeJuan Blair. Remember him.
Louisville.
Who beat Louisville in the national championship?
Michigan.
No, not Michigan.
Who beat Louisville?
I remember
Louisville
because that guy
Beat
broke his
Louisville.
leg. He put it in there. Yeah.
Does Tech get? Can we put Tech on there? The Texas Tech make because they had that was the what's his name?
When
team.
Bob Knight was the coach?
Nah, when what's his name was on the team? Jared Culver and them.
Culver. Oh yeah, it was.
Grizzlies legend?
Yeah, Grizzlies legend. Shout out Kurt Franklin.
All right, 5 more, man. So
Five more.
when you think about what makes the Dodgers so good, what is it, Lane?
Money.
But the Mets have money.
Yeah,
and they're
that's
going
why they're
to
up there, too.
I know nothing about baseball.
The Dodgers
but
have the
I know
best.
they're going to mess this.
The
I don't
Dodgers have
think
the
they get
best
to the
hitting and
playoffs.
pitching.
Oklahoma State.
And
Marcus
they have-
Smart
Shout
here?
out Tony Allen.
Tony Allen. All right.
Oklahoma was in there.
Oklahoma.
State not
State
make
is STA.
Oklahoma.
He got them.
He definitely made it when they played against Georgia Tech.
I don't think that. Oh, they made that one year
Georgia
with
Tech.
Ismail Muhammad.
Georgia Tech. Are they up there?
Come on. Nah.
All right. So, best hitting, best pitching in baseball. Is Shohei Ohtani just the runaway favorite for
Yeah,
MVP?
he hit one last night.
Okay. Is he going to pitch this year?
I don't know. I mean, last year he didn't because he was coming off the arm injury, and he was trying to stop gambling. So allegedly. But I think this year he's like, you got one of the great pitchers, you might as well use him. But they've also got like 2 new guys. They keep signing all these guys from Japan and deferring the money and everything. So they're just stacked.
Baylor,
good one.
the Jared Butler and them. Somebody said, Luke just said North Carolina.
We did
No,
say
we
North
did. They're in there.
North
Carolina's on
Carolina's
there.
Are they?
We're down 3.
South Carolina.
South Carolina did
Frank
get
Martin
there that
team.
one
The
time.
Frank Martin team
Yeah,
made it.
good job.
Oh, I got one more. Oregon, because I was there for
We
that
said
one.
Oregon.
We said Oregon?
I think we did. I know I said it. It's there.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up there.
Okay, I was there for that Final Four.
We're only
right,
missing
how-
2. I was at the 2007 Final Four
Who
when
was
Conley and all those guys and
Okay.
Odin and
2010
and Florida
Final Four.
won
Duke,
because they had
Butler.
Joakim Noah and all those guys.
Yeah.
Teddy Dupay.
Who was in that? Who was in the
Crazy
Final
to
Four in
believe that Al
2010?
Horford is still playing.
I know.
Al Horford was there in 07, and Al Horford is still playing.
We said Houston, right?
All right, got 10 seconds.
There was one day this summer I went to text Al Horford to congratulate him on a great career and retiring, and then I saw he's still playing.
It's gonna stress me out.
All right, Jacob.
Who
we
we
got to
missing?
get this
Who we
moving.
missing
Give us
two?
who we
It's
missing.
I bet it's small colleges.
Who are we missing?
West Virginia?
Virginia.
Is that the Pin Snoggle team, Jacob?
Who's the other one?
Loyola, Sister Jean.
How could I forget about her?
Lang, thanks for joining us, man.
Appreciate
We
y'all.
appreciate it.
That's
That
depressing.
was a quiz. That was our MLB conversation. We're going to figure out, I guess, 10
That
other
was our
dudes,
MLB conversation.
11 other dudes to eat this 6-foot glizzy with during the break.
You know how hard it is to find 11 people
That's my
to eat
time to
something?
leave.
Yeah, I don't even eat glizzies.
Hey, we got Music Friday on the other side, people.
Kroger shoppers and Grizz fans, want exclusive last-minute discounted ticket deals texted straight to you during the Grizzlies 2024-2025 season? Sign up with the new Kroger Buzzer Beater deal. Fans can sign up by texting Grizz to 636-479 or visit your local Kroger store in the Delta Division and scan the QR code. By signing up, you agree to receive recurring automated promotional and personalized marketing text messages from the Memphis Grizzlies. Consent is not a condition of any purchase. Message frequency varies. Message and data rates may apply.
Anticipate each challenge. Make a quick response. Capitalize on every opportunity. And win. Greatness won't wait. It's true in basketball. It's true in banking. Grizzlies Checking from Pinnacle. Play hard. Bank easy. Open a Grizzlies checking account with at least $100 and a recurring direct deposit by August 31st. And you could receive a $200 direct deposit bonus into your account. Details at grizzliesbanking.com. Member FDIC.
Thanks for showing up, Memphis. Nothing beats catching your Grizzlies IRL, and nobody knows that better than you. So next time you want to hit up a game, Ticketmaster's got your back with tickets to every upcoming matchup. Whether you're catching the Grizzlies at home or on the road, you'll find tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Memphis Grizzlies and the NBA. Keep putting that jersey collection to use and get Grizzlies tickets today. There's no better brag than saying you saw it live. See you courtside again soon, Memphis.
Tony was the defensive guy, but Zebo was the offensive guy. So you could speak to this. It's way worse when you're getting doubled,
Yeah,
right?
you got triple. I had went through that for it when I was in Portland. You had me on the team. You got triple. You hear me, Rose? You can't talk about those. You got to talk about triples.
You got triple team.
This man was scoring on 3 dudes.
Swing, TA.
The Chris Vernon Show, live on weekdays at noon on YouTube at Grind City Media and the official Grind City Media app.
I never in a million years would have ever thought that John Cena's final run would be as a heel.
I love it.
I love it.
Once they saw this from The Rock,
They knew it. Everybody knew it except for Cody, which was so good.
great camera work. By
And then the
WWE.
kick. I don't think WWE gets enough credit for the camera work and the production quality. I mean, it is incredible.
Tune in to Grind City Wrestling weekly on the Grind City Media app and on the Grind City Media YouTube channel.
Grizz Nation gets set for tip-off 1 hour before every Grizzlies home game with the warm-up show. Get the latest news, notes, and analysis live from courtside at FedEx Forum.
This team is doing everything that Taylor Jenkins and his coaching staff envisioned it could do.
Join me, Lang Whitaker, along with Michael Wallace, Jessica Benson, and other personalities from Grind City Media, Memphis, and around the NBA. 1 hour before every home game, live at Grind City Media on X, YouTube, and the official Grind City Media mobile app.
Still no fish. Welcome back in, Jessica Benson Show. Devin filling in, CJ Hurt over here on the other side of the glass. Still no fishes. You know that the plural of fish is fish, but if there are multiple species of fish, then it becomes fishes.
Oh,
So
interesting.
that's when that pops off. You asked me a question that really needs answering. You asked it first segment. We hadn't had a chance to get to it with all the shenanigans and stuff. When I pull up to somebody's house,
Yes.
I'm texting.
You're a texter.
I'm texting.
You say I'm here.
Outside.
So you say I'm here, and you wait for them to open the door, and then you walk out, get in the car, and walk to the crib, walk to the door.
Yeah.
So you wait for them to open the door to let them know you're there, so you don't just walk up to the door.
Or I'm at the door like, hey, I'm outside.
Okay. So you don't just walk up and be like.
No, I definitely don't want to knock like that.
That means you're the feds.
That's startled.
Yeah, you're the feds. Yeah, for sure.
So, but I'll take that back. I do both. You know what? It depends. Now that I'm thinking about it.
See,
at a family member's house.
Yeah.
I'll get out and knock.
Like a little light knock.
When I was in the streets.
Oh, I'm here.
It was because I don't know what you got going on in there.
Exactly.
Right.
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm here.
So
and then I wait for you to open the door in the gown. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and that moo-moo. That moo-moo.
You see that moo-moo?
The moo-moo and the bonnet on, dog.
Hey,
it's go time.
Hey, you know the night's over with.
It's on.
The moo-moo and the bonnet combo.
Come on, man.
Wicked.
Undefeated.
Shout out to the moo-moo bonnet
Undefeated.
combo.
Shout out to the women who rock the moo-moo and the bonnet.
Because that means you gotta be real to still rock the moo-moo and the bonnet. I thought it's a pastime at this point.
Come on, man. It's
Especially when it's been passed down from grandma.
Let's go. Let's get it going. So yes, I don't know, because usually, oftentimes, there's a roommate situation there. Yes. And I don't want to disturb that person.
How did you navigate that? Because I feel like we've all navigated the roommate situations differently. When you walk in and you see the roommate on the couch watching TV, are you a, hey, how you doing? Are you a stop, have a conversation? Or we're not going to have a conversation. This is in and out like DoorDash.
If I'm over there, different type of D-Dash. If I'm over there at a time early enough for the roommate to still be out in the living room, why am I over there? Right? Like, there's no reason for me to go. I'm not showing up with my delivery before midnight 30.
Dang.
My delivery is, you know what it is when I come through. Like, I'm coming in to do this very specific thing, and then I'm either going to leave or we can stay and cuddle so I can do that very specific thing in the morning. Yes.
Oh, you straight to the Baja.
Right, let's go.
You straight to the Baja.
We've been communicating all damn day, probably all damn week.
That's true.
Phone calls,
That's true.
text messaging,
That's
sending videos or tweets or whatever on social
dropping a Snapchat to let you know the little leaky leak. You know what I'm saying?
When I was out there in them streets,
yes,
I don't think Snapchat was around. All we had was Twitter and Facebook, but we're still sending messages like that. So we've done all the talking that needs to happen.
We need to talk no more.
We done talked it out. We have. There's no reason. Devin, when I was out here,
they made an R&B song about this at one point.
I didn't have a couch in my apartment. I didn't. And so if you came,
the straight bed,
let's go. This
you
the
straight
room,
Jay Holiday?
Ain't nothing in there. Let's go.
You straight?
We're not. No, because
Jay Holiday.
But again, we have talked enough. No bed, no couch, no chairs, no nothing. You can sit on the bed. Let's go.
You have a TV at least?
Yeah, there's a TV in there.
Okay, all right.
There's a TV in there. But it wasn't on. Like, and I would let you know, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna come over and hang out. It's like, I wish we could hang out at my place.
Yeah.
I don't have any furniture right now. So you can come over and kick it in this bed. You can sit down on this bed and we could do what need be done.
We call CJ straight to the Baja, man.
Like,
He don't
come
play.
on, man.
He don't do no dribble moves, no creating space.
No,
he's straight to the rack.
I don't got handles like
he's
that.
He's Desmond Bain. He's straight to the Baja, downhill.
Downhill, CJ. He's going down there, baby. Let's get it going.
I love it. But New Music Friday, we got to talk about somebody who's trying to steal from people. Someone who was at FedEx Forum maybe a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago, for Faith and Family.
Y'all have seen the Marvin Sapp video by now, right?
Maybe the streets haven't seen it. Maybe you got to show them. Or explain it to them.
I didn't see it. Send it. We'll explain it. Marvin Sapp is standing up in front of the congregation. There's about 1,000 people in there, in the congregation, but there's about 1,000 people virtually also.
Yes.
And I only know this because Marvin has done the math. He has done the math. Marvin says, shut the doors. Ushers, shut the doors.
And he's not joking, people. Shut the doors of the church.
And we know he's not joking because he says, I'm not joking.
Yes.
Shut the doors. I'm thinking, oh, it must be drafty. Lock the doors.
Lock the doors.
And this is where I'm like,
Marvin, this is not that kind of show, my guy.
What is happening here? And that's when I'm sure, because I saw some of the freeze frames of the people in the background. I'm assuming they're deacons. Like, oh, what's happening here?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming those looks were given back to him from the ushers, to which he replied, I'm not joking. Lock the doors. Nobody's leaving until we get $40,000. Marvin, what?
40,000 people. The preacher, Marvin Sapp, Mr. I Never Would Have Made It, if you're familiar with that song, everybody knows Never Would Have Made It. He told his congregation, y'all ain't leaving
until we get
40,000 out of all y'all. Even y'all watching virtual, you give me 22.
This is when he started doing the math. He said, what are y'all finna go do? Nothing, you just finna go eat. Y'all can wait. It's like, wait a second, Marvin. I enjoy eating. Take that $40 you're gonna spend on food, give it to the church right now. Like, I got to starve? Nobody's leaving here. And I'm assuming we already tied.
Yes.
Also.
We've definitely already tied.
So I've already given.
Yes.
And now you're trying to come back over the top. $40 right now. 1,000 of you in here. This is math right here. 1,000 times 40. Move the zero, the 4. That's 40,000.
Yes. Real quick. He did the math.
Then he went and said, hey, there's 1,000 of you watching also.
Yeah, you're virtual. I see
1,000 of you virtual. If y'all give 20, they give 20. We have 40,000. Let's go.
Look, if that was me, CJ, I would have been like,
close that laptop real quick. Like, he's not talking to me.
He's not talking to me. He's talking to y'all. Marvin's not talking to me. But this just lets you know, like, some of this stuff, man, like, I love the church. I was born in the church. I was raised in the church. But some of this stuff, man, it's just like, what are we doing? Marvin, what are you doing? You Mr. Never Would Have Made It. You perform on NPR Tiny Desk.
The logic makes sense, though, doesn't it? Like, if everybody gives $20 is you sacrificing, like, eating out once. If you give $20, we can get.
Okay, how about this, CJ? Since we're here at this moment.
I'm not sure what you're going to do with the money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Since we're here, hey, chat, there's 100 people watching right now.
Don't do that. Don't do
all
that.
Give,
because we're gonna lose viewers if you start doing that. You know how these people are.
If we all give $1, you know what I'm saying? I could buy a new pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying?
Mike from downstairs is talking about curlers in also when you show up to the crib, right? Like you show up and the curlers are in.
Yeah,
and you know, all right.
But the thing is, sometimes you gotta take the curlers out. I don't know how I feel like I'm getting to the Baja and the curlers. With the curlers on. I don't know if I can get to the Baja with the curlers on. It's something about...
I'm a Baja blast. Hell are you talking
about? I can't get to the Baja with the curlers because there's something about... I think about the... I don't know. It's something that throw me off with it. I could do bonnets, but the curlers, I can't get to the Baja.
I can't.
I'm a you know.
Oh yeah, you're not. You're not.
I don't know if I'm a pump. I got the Carmelo Anthony jersey. You seen the little meme when he pump fake and drop the ball off? That's me.
Okay.
That's me. But shout out to the bonnets though.
Shout out bonnets. Shout out to the nightgowns, moo-moos, all of that.
All y'all. We love
Napster
all y'all.
has been bought. Napster has been bought by who bought Napster? Infinite Reality, $207 million. Did you know Napster was still around?
No, I did not know they were still around.
Neither
I thought they
did
died in 2008 with like LimeWire and the rest of that stuff.
Yeah. Was Napster your...
No, I was a LimeWire guy. I was a big LimeWire guy.
I'm young enough. I'm old enough to have been young enough to remember where I was when people first started talking about Napster and how that was my go-to until LimeWire. But Napster's being bought by the tech company Infinite Reality, $207 million. What do you think they're going to do with it?
Scam somebody.
Okay.
What are you, Napster? Why are you still around? Like, what are you doing?
They still have a music catalog.
Who uses it?
I don't know.
Have you met somebody? CJ, we talk to a lot of people, and me and you are listening to a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
You ever met somebody that said, "Yo, bro, I downloaded my music on Napster"?
No, never.
Like, we make fun of my home. I got a homeboy that he doesn't listen to Apple or Spotify. He does Google Music.
Oh, really?
And we call him a weirdo.
Is Google Music not YouTube? Is there a difference in the two?
I don't know what, but we say, "Yo, hey, download it on Spotify." He's like, "No, I'll download it on Google Music." Like, what is that? But all right,
so here's what they're gonna do. Let me know if you think this is a good idea. Infinite Reality is gonna use Napster's name, brand, and music catalog to do 3D virtual concerts.
Okay.
From your favorite artists.
Now that's dope.
Okay.
Now that's pretty cool. Like, I would actually I was anti the when they were doing like the Tupac hologram and stuff like that. I thought that was weird. But I mean, if I'm sitting at the crib, I feel like everybody wants everything accessed on demand anyway. Mm-hmm. So why not just have something where you can create? I can watch a Playboy Cardi show at my crib. You know what I'm saying? Like that. There's a new bar in Dallas and LA and Phoenix where you can feel like you're at the show. I think it's called like Opus or something like that.
They've got that for sporting events.
Yeah,
also.
sporting events, exactly.
Yeah.
Where you can feel like you're at the show,
at the game,
at the fight, or at the, you know what I'm saying? So why not do it with concerts? So I like that concept. Okay. But Napster attaching their names to it, they're trying to remix the brand. I don't know. We'll see. Like, is LimeWire trying to do? Where LimeWire at? Can LimeWire come back?
LimeWire got to have all of the viruses.
Bro, they've corrupted so many computers.
So many.
So from the videos, what's the most? All right, since we're here, what's the wildest thing you ever downloaded from LimeWire?
Only music. And is this a safe story to tell? I don't care.
Don't cap.
No, I didn't. Devin, I'm stupid. I didn't know you could download other things.
Oh, see?
Nobody told me you could download other things. My mom comes in. We've got viruses all over the computer. It's moving really, really slowly. She's trying to figure out what happened, and somebody downloaded something. One of them adult things.
Yes.
And so she is livid. Like, who? I'm like 13, 14 at the time. My brother's 12. My sister is 4. So, boom, punt her out of there. Also, I don't think little girls are downloading that type of stuff.
No, they're smarter than that. They're too smart for that.
Get rid of that person. Yeah. And my father's in the house, right? So it's the three. It was one of the three of us.
Yeah.
Did it. And my dad's like, yo, check it out. You know I ain't do it. It's like, okay. All right. I don't like that, but okay. I live. And so my thought was, did I type in something wrong?
Yeah.
Because at the time, I'm downloading Feeling on Your Booty.
Yes.
I'm downloading Peaches and Cream.
Yes.
I'm downloading Putting It in Your Mouth.
Yes.
I'm downloading My Neck, My Back. So I'm downloading
as a 13-year-old, we in that bag.
I'm downloading some pretty raunchy things.
Yes.
So my thought is, oh no, somehow a video must have been attached to the audio file that I downloaded from this pretty risque song. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Yeah.
I had no clue. So my mom, because she couldn't prove it on any one of us, had to let it go. But she was like, nobody can use LimeWire in this house anymore. I'm like, oh, well, that's
when she shut it down?
So I had to get friends. If I wanted like mixed CDs, I had to buy the CDs. I bought, showing my age, I bought like a 100-pack of CDs.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I wanted something, I just give a CD to a buddy of mine. Burn it for me.
Yep.
And I would pay him with like 5 blank CDs that he can use for his own personal thing.
That's not bad.
So that's how I went about doing it, because my mom completely took LimeWire off of the computer.
So you have a different story than everybody else, because usually LimeWire ruined everybody's computer.
Oh, yeah. Well, it absolutely
And
ruined
LimeWire
ours.
was my introduction to Kim Kardashian.
Oh, you saw the video.
Respectfully.
There. Side note. Found out maybe 5 years ago, it was my brother who downloaded it. And he was offended when he told me. He's like, yeah, you know that LimeWire situation. I'm like, no, I don't. It's like when I downloaded the video, I was like, yo, it was you.
It was you.
You had me thinking
so
it was
he snitched on himself.
He's like, yeah, no. He was older, like 5 years ago. So like he's in his 30s.
So
coming
he let
clean.
like 30 years go by.
He was like, yeah, no, it was me. We're fine. We're good.
Like you're the reason why I couldn't
You're
download.
the reason I couldn't download things.
Shout out, long live LimeWire, man. I think we should always.
You had a LimeWire story?
I mean, other than downloading a bunch of stuff that shut down my computer, like I was an aggressive downloader. Like I guess full disclosure at this point, I can't go to jail for this, but like I would see stuff, just download, and I had like an iPod.
You didn't even like check and see to make sure?
No. I would drag and drop it to my iTunes, just open it and watch it.
Got you.
Like I didn't from music videos to songs to the other videos, bro. I was downloading everything.
I did not know you could do the other videos. I did not, but like I was fine with that because like we still had like Skinamax on. I'm not sure if that's still around. You still had show like just. For me, just kick it, stay up late one night and put on HBO. At 11 o'clock, the softcore stuff comes through.
Shout out to the Skin.
And then you talk, go to Oxygen and listen to Sex Talk with Sue Johnson. She'll explain some things to you.
Yep.
And by the time she gets done, you can go right back over to HBO Max or not HBO Max, HBO or Cinemax, Skinamax. At about 1:30, they got their stuff popping off. And since you're already up,
if you want
at
music,
3 o'clock, BET After Dark comes on.
BET Uncut's on.
See BET Uncut, is on.
Yeah.
So like for me, that was enough. I didn't know you could do.
Never forget
stuff.
the first time I saw the credit card swipe.
Oh my gosh,
I'll never forget that moment. But speaking, it's New Music Friday.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a section you brought up a very, 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 very core memory. The big folder. Everybody knew the homie with the big folder with all the blank CDs.
With all the CDs in it.
There's a generation now. We're gonna sound real old when I say this. That if you pull out a big black folder with a bunch of blanks in it, they don't know what's going on. No. But we see that, we know it's some heat in that folder.
Immediately.
Heat. And there was always one homeboy that always had the heat. I was the homeboy with the heat. I was the one making the blank CDs. I was the 5 for 25.
Oh,
I was 5 for 20. I was 5 for 25, kid. I was like, yo, I put 20 songs in here. I give me a little 5 spot. I throw 20 of the best songs. You got a CD. Yeah. There's a generation that will never understand what it feels like to burn a blank CD, CJ.
The joy when it's finally done.
When you get
the way I was like a general manager.
Yes.
The way I was curating certain CDs.
Yes.
It's like I'm going up tempo here. I'm driving it higher up here. Let me bring it down just a tad before I bring it all the way down with something slow to bring it all the way back up. Like the way I was trying to curate these
what a
CDs.
Moment. These kids don't know, man.
Because it's all there. Spotify, Pandora.
Yeah.
We don't get those without
I feel so
LimeWire and Napster.
Yeah, you don't have Spotify and Apple don't walk without LimeWire and Napster, bro.
No.
That's a great way to tie all this together. I love to see it. Shout out, long live LimeWire, long live. Also, there was a remix, Frostwire. Did you know about that?
No,
one?
I'm unaware of Frostwire.
Oh, trust me, I was Adele, bro, rolling in the deep. I'm telling you, boy. LimeWire, Frostwire. Man, I was a menace on the internet back in the day. So yeah.
Kendrick Lamar, speaking of menaces.
He got
had 155 FCC violations. Not violations, had 155 FCC, 125 FCC complaints. Which, when you think about how many people watched that, isn't that many?
But
that's not that bad.
You know how much time you got to take out of your day to write
a complaint?
Write a complaint to the FCC. You know how much of a Karen you have to be to write a letter to the FCC? And some of these complaints were very Karen-y.
Oh, yeah.
If we talk about the Hall of Fame of Karen activity, you got some of them, CJ?
I'm trying to see if
some of the complaints of
one of
too much gyrations.
My favorite is there wasn't a single white person on stage I feel discriminated against.
Welcome to America.
It's like, oh.
We see that every day.
Okay.
Thanks, asshole.
All right.
He's cool. Mad because he didn't see a white person.
Mad because he didn't see a single solitary white person.
I have bad news for you. If you watch the show today, we might have an FCC violation.
I would definitely go. Well, Lang was here.
Oh, Lang was here.
There was one.
My bad.
And then we got, you don't see him, but he's over in the shadows.
Yeah. Shout out Jacob.
Shout out to other Jacob. That'll do it. Thanks for hanging out, Devin.
Hey, appreciate you inviting me, man. We talked about everything today. I'm feeling good. I'm gonna go get some breakfast.
Do we see any fish? Last check, Any fish? Do we need to ring that damn doorbell over in the Netherlands?
Can we just ring it just for the hell of it?
No, we're not going to ding dong DoorDash. Oh, and there goes the types of fishes. There's all the types of fishes.
Click it.
That's it for this week. That's it for today. Jessica will be back on Monday. Special thank you to Devin, to Lang. Thank you to you guys out there watching. We'll be back Monday. Take care.